Hello students, today we will be studying about squares and square roots. First of all, let us start with squares. The square of a number is the product of the number with itself. For example, 2 raised to power 2 will always be written as 2 into 2. Similarly, 3 raised to power 2 will be written as 3 multiplied by 3. 4 raised to power 2 will be written as 4 into 4. And 5 raised to power 2 will be written as 5 into 5. So these are called as the squares of the number. When we talk about the perfect square we can say a number when it is multiplied by itself, the product will be a perfect square. For example, we have 1, that can be the square of this number will be 1 square. We have 4 and it can be written as 2 raised to power 2. We can take number 3, 9. 9 can be written as 3 raised to power 2 and so on. So we can say 1, 4, 9 and so on. They are the perfect squares. Now in order to find the perfect squares, we have few steps. The first step is write the prime factors of the given number. Second step, group the prime factors in pairs. Both factors must be same. Third step, if no factor is left over after grouping, the number is a perfect square. And fourth step, if any factor or any number is left whose pairing is not possible, then the number is not a perfect square. Let us take example for this. We have 441 a number. Now if I find the prime factors of 441, I know this number is ending up with 1, so it will not be divisible by 2. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 1, 9. So I will divide this number by 3. It will be 147. Now again this number is divisible by 3. This will be 49. Now 7. So I can say 441 can be written as 3 into 3, 7 into 7. That means I can form the pairing of 3 and 7. And I can say 441 is a perfect square according to the rules and the steps which we have just discussed. Properties of square numbers. First property, no perfect square will end up with 2, 3, 7 or 8 at the units place. For example, if I'll take number 22, this number is ending up with 2. It is not a perfect square. We can take 47, we can take 68. That means the numbers which are ending with 2, 3, 7, 8 will not be a perfect square. Second property, a number having 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 in the units place may or may not be a perfect square. Let's see example. 81. 81 is a perfect square. 1225. If I'll start finding the pairing of this number, I can say this number is divisible by, let's say by 5. So it will be 240 and this number will be divisible by 5. Again by 5, I can say this number is 49. Now this number will be divisible by 7. So I can say as the pairing of this number is there, this number will be a perfect square. But on the other hand, 91, if I'll try to find the factors of 91 or 126 or 1800, these numbers will not be a perfect square. Let's take example of 126. This will be 63. This number will be divisible by 3. It will be 21. Again by 3, 7. And if I'll see 2 and 7, they are not paired here. Only 3 is paired. So I can say the number which are ending up with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9, they may or may not be a perfect square. Next property, if a number has 1 or 9 in the units place, then its square always end up with 1. These are the properties we need to keep it in mind. That is, a number is ending up with 1 or 9. Second, if a number is ending up with 2 or 8, then the square of this number will always end up with 4. If a number is ending up with 3 or 5, then the square of this number will always end up with 9. If I have a number 4 or 6 in the units place, then its square will always end up with 6. And the last, if the square of a number which has 5 in the units place will always end up with 5. Let's see, 31 square, that means 31 into 31. And if we try to multiply, we always find the square of this number will be ending up with 1 only. That is 961. So the square of this number is ending up with 1. Now, based on these properties, we have question number 2 in exercise 3.1. Question is, what will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers? Now here, first example, first case is 1234. As this number is ending up with 4, according to the property which we have discussed, the number which is ending up with 4 or 6, the square of that number will always end up with 6. So I can say the square of this number will be, the digit at the units place of the square of this number will be 6. Second case, 4329. Now, if I take the square of this number, again according to the rule, the number which is ending up with 1 or 9, the square of that number will always end up with 1. So I will have 1 at units place. Next one, 8723. This number is ending up with 3. And according to the property, the number which is ending up with 3 or 7, the square of that number will always end up with 9. So the 9 will be at digits place, units place. Now question number 3, based on this, we just need to tell which of the following squares end up with 1. So students, just try these questions, try to find out the digit at the units place, and according to the rules which we have discussed, try to find out which of the following will be numbers which are ending up with 1. Thank you.